word reads, Now the Lord has said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And that's where we're coming from. And I want to give you kind of a background just to bring you up to now, is what I like to call it, just to get to now. But I'm going to break the text down, but you got to bring you up to speed just to get to now. The word, when we find Abram in the text, before the Lord speaks to him, Abram starts off in the land of Ur. Him and his father, Terah, journey from the land of Ur to the land of Haran. Ur the Chaldees, you feel me? 700 miles they go through the desert to get to Haran, where the Lord first speaks to Abram. So 700 miles through a Turkish desert, where there's the desert, there's scorpions, there's snakes, there ain't no water, you feel me? And it's a long journey. And to me, it's kind of funny how God can allow a series of events to occur in your life that wound you and hurt you. He will stand you up and sit you down and put you 2 steps forward and put you 2 steps back. Remove people in your life, because later on you find out that Terah dies. His older brother Haran is dead. And God lets all that happen just to bring him to now, where God gotta let all this happen just to get you to a point where you can hear his voice. Now you can hear me. Yeah. Now you're ready to serve me. Now you're ready to surrender to my will. And now the Lord, what did he say? Now you're ready to hear me. Now you're ready to hear me. Yeah. And he says, Get thee out of thy country. And what does that mean? This is the requirements before the rewards. And when he's telling him to get out of the land of Haran, God is requiring your location. Because some people, it's not who they are, it's where they are. All right. Everybody in here know who Peyton Manning is. Peyton Manning is a great quarterback. But on that same field, you put him at middle linebacker, he's ineffective. You put that Peyton Manning on the other side of the ball, you got a 10-time Pro Bowler. It's your location is why God has called Abraham to that place. What did he say next? What did he say next? Don't need to stay on location, because some of you guys need to change who you hang around, need to change your location. You gotta leave, you gotta change your directions, because if you stay where you're found, your vision is blurred, and what you see is old. When the word of the Lord creates and directs a new path, you gotta listen to him. God requires your identity. That's the next thing he told him. Get you from thy kindred. That's your family. Yeah. That's your family. He wants your identity. Because there's an Israel in every Jacob, there's a ghetto preacher in every Chad, there's an Eric Lee in every fat man. You feel me? God requires your identity, and no man knows who you are. Only the Creator can tell you who you are. That's why he says, get away from your family. Get away from your family. And then, after he told him to get away from his family, this is what bothered me. He said, get from thy father's house. Now I said, Terah dead. You feel me? His dad is dead. So why is he telling him to leave his house? What exactly was he saying? And the word of the Lord is basically telling him that get out of your comfort zone. That's the last requirement. That's the most difficult requirement to tell him to get out of your comfort zone. And the reason why God is telling him to get out of his comfort zone, because the fool don't search for food. Come on now. When your belly is full, you're not looking for food. You're not looking for the word. A quenched throat is not looking for water. The quenched do not thirst. God needs an empty vessel, fleshless, broken individual for whom his name will get the glory. My God. And after you meet the requirements, then comes the reward. Then God has some adjustments to make. After the hard and long process is complete, his rewards can now come. You have to meet the requirements before you can get the reward. What are the rewards of God? He says in his book that you shall possess the gates of your enemies. I will make of thee a great nation. I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. These are the rewards of God. But many times we want the rewards without meeting the requirements. Come on now. Salvation is free, but the promises is a promise to get to the promises. But people don't want to We want all prosperity, but that's not the gospel. The gospel is not prosperity. The gospel is surrendering your will to the Father. And it's a stirring in my spirit because I went to Muncie last Sunday and I was bothered. You feel me? The church service, we got a good shout, you feel me? But it was a lady in a wheelchair just sitting up in front of the altar, and it's all these great men of God just shouting around her, and she's still in a wheelchair. It's a stirring in my spirit because that can't be the gospel. You feel me? When I read the gospel, people are getting healed. Greater works shall we do than what he did.
Yeah.
Church is more than just 3 points in the shout.
Come on now, bro.
There's more to it than that. There's gotta be more to it. So when I told my pastor I was called to preach, it's preaching and teaching is two different things, because when you teach, it's like you spoon feeding a baby. If you get it, I gotta make some adjustments. But preaching, I make my plate and I put it out there, and if you're hungry, you're gonna eat.
Come on now.
So I've been called to preach, not to give you guys little McDonald's toys to play with, but I'm a drill sergeant called to push you and provoke you to enter into your will in God's presence. You feel me? That's what this thing is all about. And I challenge you all to meet the requirements that God has laid upon my heart, which is in your word. Meet the requirements and he will reward you. Y'all pray for me.